2025 and you roll out a bed and check the crypto wallet and bam, your XLM either double overnight or crashes in a half. Which one is going to be? That's a million dollar questions we're breaking down today. And this isn't just some boring predictions. We're talking about real catalyst, big money moves, and the risks that could make or break Stellar Luminous. So grab the coffee, lock in, let's ride, and I'm giving you excellent price predictions for the October. So now, before we jump into the price targets and price prediction, let's ground ourselves. XLM Stellar Luminous isn't just another bump or dump altcoin. This project has been around since 2014 and its laser focus on cross-border payment and tokenizing real-world assets. Basically, a Stellar wants to be a realist for move money around the global. And now it's a Soroban smart contract rolling out and it's aiming to complete a deficit and a RAW space and it's an adoption click and a price actions could be wild. So protection. I think here's a meat. You know what's cooking right now, and that could stick anything. The first thing which I believe is a protocol upgrade. The Stellar team is preparing a new upgrades like Protocol 20 to scale up faster, handle a bigger breakout workload, and that means more app, more developers, and more transaction. It's a RWW tokenization. The second thing is, I repeat, RWO tokenization. This is a hot buzz across the crypto. Thinking a bond, securities fund, all on a chain, and if institutions start choosing the Stellar on their bridge, guess what? XLM demand could explode and technical momentum analytics are buzzing about how stellar chart looks moving average MACD RSI all showing sign of bullish momentum. Some are even throwing out a target like 70 cent if the breakout rollouts if breakout holds. But let's keep it real, not everyone's sipping in the Kool-Aid. Some analytics are still bearish, calling for correction down in 20 to 30 cent zone, and yeah, it's a Bitcoin sneeze, the whole market catches a cold. All right, here's what it gets spicy. And what's our so-called experts saying for the late 2025? I think the first is the bullish takes. Some folks says XLM could run 70 cent and maybe even over a buck if the star line, and that basically 2 to 3x from the current levels. uh, Middle of the road, a lot of predictions clusters around 40 cent to 50 cent mark and solid growth but nothing insane. In the bearish call, I think on the flip side, certain technical models say, hey, Stella might retrace hearts and anywhere from 14 cent to 30 cents aura. So you got this crazy world spread, and but that's a crypto for you, right? And it's a high risk, high reward game, and that's possibly okay. First of all, let's play it out in October 2025. Three path, three scenarios, guys. First scenario, which I think for the Stellar base scenario. Base scenario means the XLM cruises to 40 to 50% range, adoption grow, but nothing life changing. Uh, you are going to hold a long term and you're smiling. The scenario B is a bullish. So bullish is a it's like there is a big partnership institutional start tokenizing asset on Stellar, and again the Solomon takes off suddenly. The XLM rips past resistance and shoot into the 60 cent to 80 cent zone. If mania kicks in, a dollar isn't impossible. Trust me. The scenario C, which I think is a bearish breakdown, like a regulation hit, maybe a market sentiment tank or adoption fees, or XLM crashes back to 20 cent neighborhood. The holders are sweating bullets. Which one happen depends on a micro market and developer traction and whether the Stellar lands those game changing partnerships. Now listen, instead of just guessing, here's what how to play smart. Watch transaction volume on Stellar Network. Maybe pick tick, bullish sign, track new project on Surban. If developers start flooding in, pay attention. And partnerships, especially a fintech or bank player, those are the golden tickets. And of course, keep eye on glued on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin runs altcoin like XLM and XRP, always follow them. This is how you spot which scenario is unfolding in a real time. So where does this leave us? The XLM in October 2021 could be your ticket to a solid gain, or just another bank, maybe a disappointment. a truth, the both side on the table. A base case 20 to 50 cent, right? The bullish case maybe 70 cent plus a bearish case back to 20. So what matters is you stay limber, don't over leverage, and watch the signal. Remember, the clean crypto fortune favors a prepared. What matters is for me is to keep investing and keep keep updating on price to you guys, making new video. If you want me to keep looking in the fresh XLM update every week, smash that like button and subscribe and stay tuned. If you can give me so maybe I might this is a live stream, so I might get into XLM news, which was on 30th September in the morning. We had prepared a few news in the video. I was thinking to make it a new video on this, but I think I should maybe, yeah, let's go on this, a few news on Stella, let's. Okay, Stella has been making a serious move in the market. Trust me, the breakout, new adoption headline, even some big competition hitting up, right? Stick with me, let's talk about it. First thing first, let's talk about now XLM. Nice pop in the rally, about 3.7% in the last 24 hours. We saw breakout from 36 cent to 37 cent, and which is strong trading volume kicking in during the first hour extra. That's clear sign traders like watching this level closely. If Stella keep things momentum, analytics are eyeing on a resistance target around 0.41 cent to 0.45 cent and even a 0.49 cent short-term battle, right? But it's all about holding about 37 cent, pushing towards a 40 cent. So now let's hit the news that's driving that excitement. There are a few news, which price can go up. First of all, ETF rule shift. The SEC is reportedly softened into the approach of crypto ETF that might open doors for project like Stellar to eventually be packed into a financial product, making it easier, for institutional investor to get exposure. Then second is a competition from the street. Shift, yes, WIFT. Yep, the old banking giant isn't just breaking down. Shift is just testing its own blockchain interoperability platform like a consequence, and that could be challenging Stellar sweet spot in a cross-border payment. The third thing which I think the news is ecosystem upgrade for Stellar. Stellar Development Foundation is pushing adoption hard, gearing up for real world adoption day at Medellin 2025. That's want business. They want business and developers building on Stellar and not just trading it. And so, where could we headed from here? Some technical analytics are very cushion. Like changingly see the short-term climb towards 0.37 cent into early October. That's what I see. More bullish takeaway. It can go high as 1.29 before the 2025 ends. But let's be real. That scratches unless we get massive adoption or maybe crypto wild bull run. Still, the sentiment is turning positive, and with the whales reportedly stepping in, here's definitely momentum behind the Stellar right now. The other thing, Stellar isn't just only one fighting for dominance for the cross payment, but new project like Remittance, my favorite thing, are starting to grab attention. Even making some wild claims of 4,000% returns. Whether this hyper legitimate competition, it shows the space is heating up. For Stellar, this means execution is the key, more partnership, more real world use cases, staying one step ahead of both banks and upstart crypto rivals. So, guys, the bottom line, so Stellar has been a strong price breakout, fundamental are looking interesting, ecosystem is still growing, but at the same time, competition is real, and the next few weeks is gonna be a crucial for decline in XLM can break into a 40 to 50 cent range, 50 cent range, and or maybe it can stall out also. But what do you think? You are bullish on XLM on October. Do you think it's gonna pull off? Drop your thoughts in a comment and smash that like button if you found this breakdown helpful. And, and of course, don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss the latest crypto news for updates. And that's gonna be today's for XLM news, September 30, 2025. I'll see you in the next one, maybe within a 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna go for SRP predictions or maybe remittance. Maybe let me see what information I have, guys. Thank you so much for joining.